Everyone loves a good taco, but behind every delicious bite is a rich history, with centuries of culture, geography, migration, adaptation, and creativity. Let's take a journey through time and taste. To start, we need to look back thousands of years ago to the Aztecs and the Mayans, who both are known to have used corn in their diets. However, the Aztecs specifically used corn tortillas to wrap up foods inside them, like fish, beans, and even insects to make it easier to eat. But of course, they didn't just use tortillas to make tacos, as they even used them as plates or even utensils by breaking off a bit of it and grabbing the food. But you might be wondering, why did they use corn instead of wheat? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's that corn was just more readily available to them, as wheat was just not native to the Americas during that time. So, with the early beginnings of the taco being started at just a few basic ingredients, it was nothing to be enthralled by just yet. And that's something that the Spaniards noticed too when they first arrived in the 16th century to begin their conquest in the Americas. They brought with them many ingredients that are now known as staples to the current day taco, some being wheat, dairy used for cheese, and many different citrus fruits. Animals were also some of the many different things brought by the Spaniards, some being pigs, cows, sheep, and chickens, which were a great addition to the delicious stock of recipes known in Latin America. Because just imagine a world where tacos don't have those meats on their roster. And speaking of tacos, where did the name come from anyways? Well, there's some debate about exactly where the word taco and the form we think of today developed. One theory says that the word came from the 19th century silver miners in Mexico. They used the word taco for paper-wrapped charges of gunpowder used in mines, and possibly people started calling food wrapped in tortillas tacos de minero. And if this theory ends up being true, I salute the miners for giving the taco its iconic name. So, as Mexico urbanized in the late 19th and early 20th century, rural people migrated to cities, bringing foods that were portable and affordable, and that's when tacos became a major street food. For example, tacos de canasta, basket tacos, where tacos are made and kept warm in a basket and are then sold by vendors to any hungry customers passing by. How much has a taco really evolved? And how many different variety of tacos are there, and what regions do they come from? Well, for starters, there are over hundreds and potentially thousands of different tacos around the world, so knowing them would be almost impossible. But that doesn't stop us from learning the most popular ones. And so, Mexico is vast and diverse. Every region has its own taco traditions. Some key examples are, in central Mexico, including Mexico City and Puebla, tacos al pastor, which are some of the most famous ones there, that are tacos made with marinated pork cooked on a vertical pit, influenced by Lebanese shawarma, with pineapple, onion, and cilantro. Also, in Michoacan, they have tacos carnitas, which are tacos with pork cooked slowly in its own fat until tender. There's northern Mexico, who specialize in carne asada al carbón, which is grilled beef, sometimes over charcoal, often served simply with onion, cilantro, and salsa. And in northern Mexico, flour tortillas sometimes are more common because of how popular they have become in the US. Going down to the Yucatan Peninsula, cochinita pibil was popularized here, with it being slow-roasted pork and banana leaves, with achiote, which is a type of seasoning giving it vibrant flavors. In Baja California and the Pacific Coast, fish tacos dominate the area, with it being right on the coast. Battered or grilled fish, with fresh cabbage and coleslaw, are often favored because of it being a lighter taco, which is easier to eat. And, specifically in Puebla, tacos árabes, which is an earlier Middle Eastern style taco, with meat originally lamb, and a thick flour pita tortilla, marinated resembling shawarma, which is a precursor to the al pastor. So, with all the different regions in Mexico having their own special type of taco, it might leave you at a dilemma thinking, which is better, corn or wheat tortillas? Well, this would all be up to your preference. Corn tortillas are normally a little harder and colder, with them being more popular in central and southern Mexico and even the rest of Central America, while flour tortillas are softer and, while not sweeter, have an easier flavor to deal with, especially with its growing popularity around the world. Not to mention that there are also other cultures having their own take on the taco, with the American hardshell taco with ground beef, shredded lettuce, and tomato, and even Korean tacos, mixed with their own forms of spices, marinated meats, and toppings. Other countries adapting the taco to their diets make for more innovation, yet the real favorites for taco lovers has to be the Mexican kind. Specifically, the street vendors and the taquerias, who are known for specializing in tacos, whether it be great flavor with cheaper ingredients, or to the other end of more expensive and high quality ingredients, giving you exactly what you came in for. Some really damn good tacos. And when you see some great tacos, where do you normally encounter them? Well, for the most part, social media has been a great driver for the popularity of many foods, with tacos being one of the main leaders of internet food porn popularity. Seeing the popularity of the birria tacos on social media has been one of the main leaders of social media foods, with mouth-watering short videos that make you want to run and find some tacos yourself. And with that growing success, it's always great to remember the roots of the taco, its simplicity, its origins, and the natives who were originally the founders of the taco. Yes, the tacos come from being a simple tortilla wrapped food to being a worldwide phenomenon. From ancient corn tortillas filled with food to elaborate taco creations you see today. The taco has traveled a long road, but through all the changes, different meats, fillings, cultural adaptations, it still holds its roots. Flavor, community, creativity, and the joy of sharing food. Next time you see a taco, you're tasting not just its ingredients, but its history, culture, and tradition. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope you like it, and leave a comment letting me know what food or food-related person you want me to talk about next. Have a good day.